Welcome back to the PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 129. The bar is just not my scene anymore.
I get it.
I just don't enjoy it.
That's fine.
Now, at the same time, I got to catch up with Rick.
Yeah. And when do you get a chance to do that?
That's nice because I just don't see him anymore. It was karaoke, and I know Shane loves karaoke, and that's great for Shane because Shane likes it. That's cool. But it's just not for me.
I think that you and I have become spoiled in our ability to have the same interest of just watching a movie and getting drunk. I applaud Rick for getting an Uber. You know,
yeah.
he's been very good about that.
Although he did leave without paying his tab.
Oh my God, yeah, I do remember that.
So
we were out of the bar.
It was after 3:00. We were in a parking lot, and he texted me. He's like, "I don't think I paid my tab," and he paid his bet. Our bet, he paid it in drinks, and so he had a decent tab run up.
Oh no!
He's like, I don't think I paid my tab. He's like, I asked for it, but she never came, and then my Uber showed up. I'm like, oh shit! So I ran back in there and paid it. But,
so you paid for your own drinks that Rick owed you.
I did, but then he sent me the money, so it was all good. But it's just
makes a lot of sense.
I'm glad that I was still out there.
So Venom, Brett.
The review is out in several different media outlets. I've only seen one, and I scrolled through it, didn't read anything about it, saw the score, and I was shocked.
I was too.
I'm very
with
shocked.
How much the marketing.
And I was blown away. Yeah. I've got Rotten Tomatoes up right here.
Go ahead.
28.
Oh.
Yeah, so on IGN they gave it a 4.0 out of 10, which is horrible. Nothing usually ever passes 6.
And then especially for a superhero kind of movie.
Well, it's a Marvel
and it's
title. It's not MCU, but it is a Marvel character.
It could be a date movie for making out. That's about that's about what all it might be.
Does that
for.
still happen at the theater?
Yeah, I think so. Why wouldn't it?
I'm asking the wrong people.
Well, we don't care.
Did you guys ever make out in a movie?
Oh yeah.
Or did you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you go with the intentions of making out?
Sometimes.
Depending on the movie.
Because why would you pay money?
We got bored.
Not every time.
Did you ever get busted?
No. By who?
Well, like, did people
complain?
See you? Yeah.
We weren't sucking face through the whole movie. It was just like, all right, well, there's a cut scene that we don't care about. Let's make out, and then we'd go back to watching the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever do that in movies?
I never got a date.
You had a movie?
No.
What?
Actually, I did, but no, we didn't make out.
I'm gonna have to start a Kickstarter for you. Take Brett to the movies.
It's over.
The precast was flooded with
tonight. It was
with answers of what other people consider their top 5 comedies of all time. This is not an easy list.
I had a couple factors into how I chose. So one is the ability to still watch it and laugh, and what it meant to me at the time that I watch it as to what it means to me now.
Yeah.
How much I can relate to it, just kind of stuff like that. But what I started off with is Liar Liar.
I have that too.
That's on my list.
And I don't think anybody who lived the 90s can go without this movie.
No.
Now, our friend Rick brought up Ace Ventura.
Uh-huh.
And while I agree Ace Ventura is great, I think Jim Carrey is a little bit better in Liar Liar. I barely remember When Nature Calls.
Really?
Yeah.
That one was more memorable to me because that one was more my childhood than the first one.
Sure.
I was scared of the Lois Einhorn character as a child. Sure. I was scared of her because I'd never seen a vile woman like that before.
When we were kids, obviously.
Yeah.
We did not understand that it was his dick stuck between his legs.
I didn't know that until I was an adult, honestly.
And we didn't know what the hell a hemorrhoid was. So I'm like, what is
I thought he shit
here?
His pants.
I did too.
That's what I thought.
And I was like, oh, that's why everyone's gonna vomit because women don't poop.
Yeah.
I mean
it just
it
right
didn't
over the head.
look like genitals.
No,
well, if you look at it, it looks like messed up genitals.
It does look
mutilation.
It looks like a shaft and balls if you.
I think since you did bring up Ace Ventura, I'm going to say that is on my top 5 because now as an adult, things are so more quotable.
Yeah. Well, there's one line that I always forget about, but I love, and that's when he's like, "If I'm not back in 20 minutes, just wait longer."
That was used on our top. I think it was top 50 quotes of all time. I remember I had that list 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago?
I honestly don't remember doing that.
It was at Casey's.
Oh, yeah.
It was the only time we recorded over there. And I had this whole list running of all these quotes, and I said that. You lost it, and Alex could not figure out where that quote was from.
Yeah.
So next, And this is one I had trouble putting it on, but I had to, and it's accepted. I love this movie, and I don't know why.
Still?
It still makes me laugh. I love Justin Long in it. I think he's great. My next one is surprisingly another Jim Carrey, and that's Dumb and Dumber.
That's on my top 5 as well.
Everything about this movie is great.
Yeah.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
It is. They couldn't have got two better people. I don't even know if Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey had any kind of chemistry before this movie.
Okay, so I'm going to be that guy. Toilet humor in movies don't work for me.
Really? Because I think we probably love it. Right?
I like toilet humor.
You guys do, but I'm going to say this. I got to stop using my stylus as a pointer. You guys do, but it's too fake for me.
Tommy Boy.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if Chris Farley was still alive, it wouldn't be. And I think Tommy Boy is put on a pedestal because he's not around anymore. Because it's his best work in film. This movie probably doesn't cross generations.
No, not very well anyway, because it probably doesn't hold up. And it's so 90s.
Right.
It's the pinnacle of 90s. So. And it's a shame that Chris Farley passed, because you could wonder what comedy would be like today.
Yeah. The Hangover.
Ooh.
And the reason it's on my list is because I remember when it came out,
it was
the
time.
Talk of the town, and it shocked everybody with how hilarious it was.
It was so good.
Because you never got those guys in movies before.
Nope.
It was early in Bradley Cooper. You had Ed Helms, who was doing The Office, but he was somewhat new to films.
Right.
And you had Zach Galifianakis, who was a comic, but I don't think he had been in too many movies yet.
He was in Out Cold before that.
What's that interview show he does?
Oh, Between Two Ferns?
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. That's comedy gold.
His kind of comedy.
He's into dark humor.
Yes.
Very much so. Like, if he's into stuff like, if you like The Office, you like Between Two Ferns.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Liar Liar. You mentioned Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber. So those three are already on my list for my top 5. I'm going to say my honorable mention first, and that is Billy Madison. It's just a great comedy.
So you would pick Billy Madison over Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore's too serious.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little bit too much drama to it. Call the zoo.
Call the zoo.
That's one of my favorite lines of all time. Super bad.
Going back to it now, and I was actually just thinking of this movie today, so it's weird that you say this. Some of it annoys me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Jonah Hill goes a little over the top in some of it. You know, enough with the bickering. The one scene I love in it is when they're at the bar, Seth Rogen and Bill Hader with Mince Plats.
Yeah,
and they're watching the security video, and Rogen is voiceover like, "Hi, my name's McLovin. I'd like to buy something."
Just knocks him right in the face. Favorite scene has got to be when I got to say on the soccer field when you
Franco.
David Franco and Jonah Hill and Michael Cera having this whole scene together, and it's just that entire time.
She wants my dick in and around her mouth.
For my last one, it's Grandma's Boy.
Ooh.
That's a great one.
This one holds.
It's funny, and I love that guy got a lead in something.
Alan Covert.
And I thought it was Alan, but I was thinking Alan Tudyk, and I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah, that is not video game design. That is not the way a video game design company works unless you are like an independent developer. Because indie developers, they don't have the pressure of the publishers.
You're next.
Some of those are probably mentioned in yours.
They are. Liar Liar is on there. Dumb and Dumber is on there. Super Bad is on there.
So you have Josh's list.
I have your list.
You have 2 items left.
So Pineapple Express is on there.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
But that's not your comedy, Brett.
No.
That is not your style.
It's James Franco just makes a great stoner. Like he's
because in every scene he's in,
he's just kind of I don't know.
He's probably under the influence the entire time.
Most likely, I don't know. It's just the people that are in his movies, like his team, and
that's Craig Robinson, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, you put all of
the Eastbound and Down guy, Danny
McBride.
Yeah, so you put them together, and pretty much every movie they're in together. Like I also like
This is the
End. That was
that's
also
where I was getting
really
the list because I was like all of them are in there.
My 5th spot is gonna go. Only because I can watch it all the time and I still enjoy it is going to go to Animal House.
Wow.
I really enjoy it just because, I mean, you can't make a movie like that anymore. You can't and have that type of comedy.
You can try and it won't succeed.
It won't work. And I don't know. It's awesome.
Right, you want to say something so bad.
That did make me think of 2 that I left off my honorable mention, and that's Van Wilder and Road Trip and Euro Trip are interchangeable.
Euro Trip, I think, is less funny, but it's more quotable.
In Berlin.
In Berlin is the one thing that we just, I don't know why.
Put that on a cart.
Yes, you do.
Yes. So
we move into video games that made you cry.
So
or gave you hurt your feels.
I don't think I've ever cried from a video game, but
Really?
I've definitely.
Have you felt your feels?
Yes.
What
I've
about
got
Gears
4
of War?
actually.
Huh?
What
Gears
about
of War 3?
Well, are we doing them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, mine is Gears of War 3.
Because that was Patrick's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Gears was at its peak with Gears of War 3. Nobody saw that coming. The first season of Walking Dead, the last episode is pretty.
Oh, yeah. I
intense.
already know how it ends.
Yeah.
Alex, what's yours?
The one I experienced last night.
Oh, Forsaken.
Destiny 2 Forsaken.
But you knew it was coming. You didn't want to believe it.
I didn't know it was coming.
You didn't know.
No, but I at least got my reaction on Twitch last night.
Yeah, that's good.
And it brought on something that's never happened in Destiny before, which is in the cutscenes, your character speaks.
That's right.
All of a sudden, like in this big, like really emotional
I talked!
and sad, but just kind of hopeless moment, we talk. And you can't see yourself. And you're like, wait, who the hell are they talking? That's me. I talk. And then all of a sudden you hear Josh and Jer on my Twitch go, wait, whoa, was that me? Did we just say something?
Yeah, right? Because you don't
Can we
expect
go
that.
back?
You don't expect that in your
We
character.
only say
at all.
like 2 lines through the whole thing, but like, I can't even say lines, like 4 words. But it was like, oh, we said something. I know one of them.
What?
Super Paper Mario.
Yeah. I just don't know what it is about that game, but the writing in it is just perfect. Another one is Halo 4. I had a deep emotional connection between Master Chief and Cortana for some reason, and I don't know why, but that ending.
I don't think you're alone there.
Reach was sad, but I knew it was going to happen. Yeah.
Okay, if we don't want to to change it up a little bit, is there a video game trailer that's ever gotten you the chills or emotions?
Well, let me finish my list here. Then we'll do trailers because there is a trailer. Yeah, Halo Reach. Let's just say it. Halo Reach's trailer. Do you remember
look,
Halo
I'm already
Reach's
getting
trailer?
goosebumps.
Barely.
With
the music, the cinematics, just everything. You're just you feel it.
Where the guy takes the bomb up to the Phantom. I think that's what it's called.
And then he looks at it and then he just throws it and it explodes and then you zoom out and you see there's
explosions and ships
it's blowing
coming
up.
in. Yeah. And then it says remember Reach
Reach.
with that angelic. Oh.
Look at that.
Yeah. We'll have to show it to you.
The feels. There you go. Yes.
Another game, Limbo. But you have to know the story. I was watching our friend Katie Twitch stream it. There's a spider on the wall.
I see it. Okay, use your shoe.
Kill it with.
Use your shoe. You don't have a shoe. All right, that'll work.
Serious?
Okay.
Josh. And there's a spider on the wall. Do you got it? Are you good?
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't want you guys to freak out. So Limbo, Brett, you've played it, right?
I've played
some of
bit
it.
of it.
Yeah, it's one of those games that if you're not invested in it, you're not going to be invested in. I watched our friend Katie Twitch stream it, and I was like, this ending's so good. And she got to the end, and then she's like, oh, that's it? It's like, well, you just got to be invested in it. And
I agree with you with Limbo.
Yeah.
I played Limbo all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. I totally forgot about it.
If you take it for what it is an emotional trek to find your sister.
Yeah, in the afterlife.
In the afterlife, yep. And my last one is BioShock Infinite. The piano playing at the end, and the last piano note being played, and the screen goes black. Whew. It's rough. Those are video games that are emotional to me.
Right, sounds like you just ended a speech in high school, and those are the video games that are emotional to me by Joshua Lemke.
In conclusion. So, I did a husband thing the other day.
I don't remember.
I never told you.
Yeah.
So you're telling him now.
The other day, I was getting Layla's food. I almost called you because I didn't know what I was getting. Husbands forget stuff like that very easily, especially fathers.
Where I work, I have plenty of fathers or just people that come in and it's the male version. Or the husband comes in, pretty much. The husband comes in and goes, here, and hands a list to me and goes, do everything on this list.
I'm going to give you the opposite perspective on this.
What?
When Brett and I were working in electronics, we would constantly have wives on the phone with their husbands talking about TVs or some kind of cable that they're looking for. You don't know anything about electronics. But you could learn if you wanted to.
There's so many freaking cords down there. I don't even know what an HDMI is. I know you've told me a million times.
What?
I have no idea.
You have got to be trolling. An HDMI is all of them in one, and it's just a cable. Fine connection. It's a great connection, and I don't know why they didn't come up with this.
So I don't have to worry about the colors. I just plug in
or the audio.
Yes.
That's all it is.
It's one.
Behind my TV, I take my HDMI cord, I plug it into my TV, and then where do I plug the other part?
Into your device.
That's it?
That's it. They're making it even easier because the Nintendo Switch is connected via USB-C. You know what that means?
Wait. I do. I know what USB-C means. Okay. That is this thing.
Yeah.
Where it has the unisex port.
Yes. She got it.
I know something.
I thought that the dock has HDMI.
Yes, but the dock itself, you can plug it for the Nintendo Switches. Just one, and that still brings the audio and video signal. The other day when I went to the grocery store, I was at the checkout. You wanted some chocolate.
I did. Was I with you?
No.
Oh.
Were you with him? The answer to that is universally
sometimes
no.
He makes me go in. And I don't know why he wants me to go into the grocery store because this is all I do. I want to go home.
She's on my arm the whole time.
Why don't you use online pickup?
Because I like to shop.
Well, you should just try it once. Why not?
What is it going to benefit me?
It'll save you time.
I don't need time saved.
Okay.
I take time for it.
You're the only person in the world.
Booger, I want to go home. I'm cold. Can we just get some milk and leave?
Why are we walking by the cold aisle? I hate the cold.
God, you baby.
Oh, I'm a big baby.
I don't know why you make her go. She didn't act like that.
Okay, you did the husband thing.
So I was out shopping, and...
we saw
I haven't even finished my sentence. And you wanted chocolate, and so I was already at the self-checkout. So I grabbed whatever that add-a-buy shopping chocolate was.
I knew it.
And I bought white chocolate Reese's. Disgusting. No. White chocolate's the worst.
No.
I was waiting.
I like it.
No.
I was waiting for you to say
Lunatic.
that. I know exactly where you got it, too, because I went to go pick something up at the grocery store.
It's right there on top.
And I was like, that fucker. I was paying for my stuff, and I looked up to get my receipt, and I'm like, he forgot to get me chocolate, so he grabbed those right there.
Yep. I did it.
The buy one, get one chocolate.
It was buy two, get one.
Hey, he could have not.
I know, but it was like, I could tell that's exactly where you were thinking about me. It was right here at the buy one, get one chocolate. Oh, crap. I forgot to get the chocolate. I knew it.
I've been friends with Rick as long as I've been friends with you guys. Guys can be really close friends, but not have a lot of contact. But when you end up having contact, it's just like you were, 6 months ago or whenever you saw him last. We're just good friends that, when it's time to see each other and catch up, it's just Alex. Like we were the last time.
That's the same with me and Jer. Yeah. You get us in a room. We can act so dumb, and it doesn't even matter. It makes sense to us. Yeah. Alex gets mad at me because there are nights when I will be online with Jer and we'll play Rocket League together for hours, and Alex will be like, "Did you guys talk about anything?" It's like, "No." Why do we need to talk about anything? Like she's expecting us to have this conversation.
Wait, I don't think she can criticize your friendly habits because you have very, very few girlfriends.
Yes.
Amanda is that relationship.
Yes.
I want to say maybe
Martin
a year
and Josh
and a half
have to pull us apart when we're together to get us to go home.
And
because we won't shut up.
Well, you acted a fool on 4th of July with Amanda.
Yeah.
You acted a fool?
I acted a fool. No, Amanda and I have that relationship. We've known each other since the summer before 3rd grade.
But honestly, as I was there and not drunk, it was nice seeing you have that with another female. Because I never
It's
see
weird, isn't it? Yes. It's weird.
Yeah, I've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah.
I think friendships mean more to guys in a way than they do to girls because you can be friendly to a girl and hate her guts.
Yep.
A guy won't do that.
It's just a known female thing to be nice. And honestly, sometimes the more nice you are, you're deep down, the nicer you are, you probably really hate her. It's more like if you can come out and you can be mean and you can be blunt with another girl, you're besties.
Guy friends can have their buddy bro moments, and then there are times when they just don't give a crap.
I'd say they are few and far between.
Yeah.
It's just been easier to have a relationship with a male in my life than it was a female.
We're simple creatures.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Alex, do you want to talk about your Twitch for a little bit, and then we'll do some
Josh
plugs?
and I played the new expansion to Sea of Thieves this week.
Oh my gosh, rowboats!
Little glitchy and high wavy areas, but they're awesome.
Alex sailed from one island to another because she had to get away from the volcanoes.
And Josh died and our ship sank, so it got respawned.
Alex had the loot. I had to come back, and Alex took the rowboat.
I got to the island before he did.
Yeah.
Played some more Destiny 2. Finally got to start up Forsaken last night on Destiny 2, and it's amazing.
Heart-wrenching, great.
It's amazing.
Great story.
It makes you just like go, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. It's a good story.
Yes, it was, and that made my top video game crying.
Yes, it did. Yep.
Just by last night. So anyways, if you'd like to watch me game or possibly game with me, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTEKITTI.
Yep.
And you'll be able to find on that site there when I'm going to be on, as well as it's attached to my Twitter. And I do updates and posts and stuff, and I'm playing a lot of fun games. I'm playing Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And by the way, Brett, it's still you're going to love it. I can't wait for you to play. It's awesome. I'm totally invested in it. It's a lot of fun.
Tomb Raider.
You get more stuff to do too. You know how you just you had your basic rock climbing and bow and fire. There's so much more now to do.
Yeah.
You get a
What are you saying?
Rock climb, and then you get a catapult, or not catapult. You do
a slingshot?
No, you're hanging on the rock, and then you fall down with a rope.
Like a rappel?
Yeah.
Okay, you're hanging from a rock.
You technically do that.
And you go down from a rope? Is that what you said?
Oh, wait, maybe that's God of War.
What?
I click into a rock, and then I have to rappel? Is that what it's called? Not catapult?
Yes, but in Rise, you could jump off and throw your hook on a rope.
Yeah.
And then climb the rope.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. But this is, you're up on a rock, and you have to get down really far down somewhere.
You're rappelling.
And then you can swing and then let go.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rappelling.
Yeah, that thing.
That was great.
My final note is I am almost done with Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah. I'm in the 90s.
How is it?
As far as completion percentage.
Do you like it?
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll probably finish it up next week.
I'm very excited for next week. Black Ops comes out. Oh. Blackout. Black Ops.
Is it next
Call of
week?
Duty. Yeah, 12th.
Yep.
I can't wait to get this game. So people need to get a Switch. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We will catch you next week for episode 130. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.